State lawmakers are deciding whether or not to allow guns inside of more churches. A bill would permit people with concealed weapon licenses to carry them inside of churches with schools on their property. Fox 4's Rachel Lloyd spoke to two people who don't see eye to eye on this.
Lawmakers who back the safety of religious institutions, or House Bill 259, say allowing more guns in churches will protect parishioners from mass shootings like the Tree of Life synagogue shooting that happened in Pittsburgh in 2018.
As far as a church,
Reverend Roy Terry of Cornerstone United Methodist Church in Naples says his faith won't allow him to go along with the bill. If passed, the bill would allow Catholic schools and churches with schools on their grounds to permit concealed weapons.
Well, it's my convictions as a follower of Jesus, who's the advocate for peace and justice in the world and calls us away from violence.
He's aware of the violent reality so many churches have experienced nationwide, but says that's still not enough to convince him to invite more weapons into his church.
And those tragedies are horrific and terrible and cowardly by those who perpetrated those acts. But I also know there's statistics that state that having a bunch of guns in a public space does not necessarily mean everybody's going to be safer.
State Representative Spencer Roach disagrees.
It's going to expand the use of the Second Amendment and allow people to defend themselves and protect their congregations in houses of worship.
He's a co-sponsor of the bill and says he supports it, especially after what happened during a church shooting in Tarrant County, Texas in 2019. 2 people were killed and then a church volunteer shot and killed the gunman.
So you saw there a good guy with a gun take out a bad guy with a gun who was attempting to inflict mass slaughter on about 240 people.
If passed, the bill will go into effect immediately. Churches will not be required to allow guns inside. They can post signs prohibiting them. Representative Roach says this bill is headed to another committee for a vote in coming weeks. Rachel Lloyd, Fox 4.